Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing absolutely amazing. So, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact framework that I use to generate $300,000 in online sales in the past 1 or 2 years that I've been doing this. And this is the exact framework that I taught over 50 plus sales reps. And this is the exact framework that has led, my clients to achieve over 300K in revenue and just close a shit ton of sales, really. And so, I'm very excited to go ahead and share this framework and structure with you guys. But before we get into that, I want to make you guys understand this specific thing. If you guys don't actually believe in your product, you shouldn't sell it. And the reason why I say that is because you're gonna have to fake conviction. You're gonna have to fake tonality. You're gonna have to fake all of these different things, and you come across in an ingenuine way. And if you're a coach or if you're a sales rep and you're selling a product that you don't believe in, find another offer. Or if you're a coach, then work on your offer until you genuinely believe in that specific offer. And I promise you, your tonality will come natural. Your conviction will come natural. One instance that where this is very, very prominent is in religion. When people talk about religion, and if you talk to a devout Christian or a devout Muslim, if you ask them about their religion, their tonality is on point. Why? Because they believe in their religion. It's changed their lives, and they want to help change other people's lives through this religion. You need to understand that, hey, if I don't believe in this product, I'm not going to sell it. If I don't genuinely believe in it, then I'm going to have to fake tonality and it's not worth it. So I'd rather find another offer or another thing to sell and just go with it like that. So this is the first part of this structure, the pre-call ritual. And it's very, very simple. I want you to go ahead and close all your tabs on your computer and put your phone on Do Not Disturb to eliminate possible distractions during the call. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, you're going to be the person that's actually on the call. And when you have distractions going on, when your phone is buzzing and there's notifications popping up on your screen, you're not going to be able to focus fully on the prospect. And again, this is another analogy. If you're at the gym and you're hammering a workout in and you have your headphones in and you're plugged in, you're listening to music and someone calls you, that's the biggest mood killer. You have to gain back your momentum. You have to answer that call, decline that call, and then you have to go back to your workout. And it's just such a mood killer because you're already in the zone. You don't want to get out of it. And you just want to make sure that there are no distractions. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb and just really hone in on focusing on this client. All right. Have a pen and paper ready to take notes. Make sure that you understand that, hey, I need to actually figure out what he's struggling with. And if I can help him, then I'm going to sell him this product. And so to actually understand what he's saying and understand the situation, you have to have a pen and paper to make sure that you're ready to take notes. Third one is set an alarm for 10 minutes before the call and be ready at your desk. And then because you set the alarm 10 minutes before, you want to go ahead and do 4-6-8 breathing while focusing on the prospect. You need to think about their current situation and detach yourself from your outcome and be committed to their transformation instead. I know so many closers that just hop on calls wanting to speed run it, call for 20 minutes and then close, and then hop on another call, 20 minutes and then close. Like, take your time with these calls. Take your time and be genuinely concerned about the prospect. Because that's what, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters, right? When you care about the prospects, the money will flow in. And another thing that you could do is to raise your energy by doing 5 jumping jacks or burpees. A lot of people, they hop on the calls and they're just all tired from, their day or whatever. Maybe they've already taken 10 calls. Go ahead and do some burpees, do some jumping jacks. And I promise you it's going to help out a ton. All right. Now, some things that I want you to understand is you need to integrate a pre-call ritual if you don't give a shit about the clients. And I'm not calling you out, right? I used to be that kind of closer. I used to not give a shit about any person that I was selling to. I was like, I need to close everyone that I hop on a call with because that leads to more commission. And that was kind of my mindset going into high ticket sales. And that was the worst mindset that I could possibly have because it led to me being selfish. It led to me thinking about me. And when you think about it like that, it's just not the most ideal situation. And it's just really going to allow you to think for yourself, and everything that you come across, the way that you say certain things, everyone's going to know, or the sales rep or the prospect is going to know that, hey, this guy doesn't really care about me. He cares about his own money. That's why he's trying to close me. And then he's going to go from there. All right. So you need to really, if you want to actually generate more money online, if you want to, make more money and close more sales, integrate a pre-call ritual so that you actually care about the prospect, and then you'll be able to let the money flow in. All right. So that is that. And again, if you're in a place where, you're just all over the place, your head is all over the place, you don't really understand, and you had a long day, do a pre-call ritual, and it's going to help you be in a clear state of mind just to make sure that you're fully focused on the prospect. All right. So the introduction, which is the second part of the call, is arguably one of the most important steps in this call as it sets up the vibe. And one thing that I want you to understand is that you can go through a regular introduction, but if you treat him like your best friend that you haven't seen in a long time, it's gonna automatically click. It's gonna automatically click. And now this is obviously context matters, right? If you're selling a BDC offer, then this is the perfect way to go about it. So be excited, be enthusiastic, but not too enthusiastic. And you want to try to find that sweet spot of doing enough, but not doing too much. The introduction is just there to really help you set that vibe for the rest of the call. And if you nail this part, it's going to be very, very easy for you to actually close the sale because the introduction sets up the energy and the tone for the rest of the call. All right. Now, this is another very, very important part of the call, setting the agenda. Now, real quick, the reason why setting the agenda is so important is because it allows you to get that expert frame while making sure that, the client really understands what he's getting into, right? A lot of clients, they hop on this call and you as a closer, you don't really understand how to establish that frame early on. Setting the agenda is one of the best ways to do that because you're allowing yourself to really take control of the situation and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to work. And this is ideally what the situation is if we want to work together, right? You're setting up the frame. You're setting up the structure of this call. And so he knows who's in charge. And you're making it clear to him that, hey, I'm the expert here. You're going to be listening and I'm just going to help you out. So clarify and give a quick breakdown of what the call is going to look like. And so you can say, awesome, man. So to give you a quick rundown on what you can expect on this call, I'll be asking you questions about your current state, goals, visions, etc., and seeing for a good fit. And if I think that your business owner's name can help you, I'll go ahead and talk over what exactly the program includes, what you can expect, the pricing, and all that. Does that sound good with you? And then you ask him, and this is just a great way to clarify what the call is for while maintaining an expert frame. All right? Okay, cool. So this is the part of the discovery call where you actually understand the situation and try to find out whether or not you can help him. And uncovering his current state is by far the most important part of the sales process. The reason why the client actually hopped on a call with you is because he wants to change a specific part about his current situation, whether it's achieving more time with his family or achieving financial freedom or traveling the world. He wants to change something about his current situation, and you need to find that out. And so the fact that he's on a call, he has a huge pain point that you need to figure out in the current state. So you need to ask him certain questions that help you understand, okay, this is what he's struggling with. This is how I can help him, right? So this is what you got to do. Find their pain point and find their goal. And basically, once you get this, you'll be leveraging this throughout the whole call. And you want to find out why the goal is actually important and what's been stopping them from achieving that goal. So just get more pain, all right? And you want to tell a story that relates to their specific situation. So the relatability and how is that pain point making them feel? How is that pain point going on? And have they got support with this specific pain point before? You want to ask questions like this. And what this will do is help you get an understanding of how deep this pain point is. And you want to ask probing questions like, so why do you think that's been stopping you? Well, what's the main goal? And how would it make you feel if in 3 months from now you were stuck in the same place? Make him realize that his situation fucking sucks, right? And then after you uncover the current state, you want to uncover his desired state. What is his desired state? Where does he want to be in the next 5 years? Get him to visualize that, right? What steps do they feel like they need to take to get to this goal? What does life look like if they don't make this change? Again, that's ruling in the current state. You're here and you want to be here. Why not just combat this on your own? Well, why not reach out to us? Make them reiterate that, hey, they need us. Like you need me. And you position yourself as a prize, right? And so what type of support would you want from us to help you get to goal so you can eliminate this specific pain point? And what you want to do with this specific desired state is you want to get them fired up. You want to get them fired up. You want to get them going. You want to get their emotions riled up because when you make someone envision what their future looks like 5 months from now, 6 months from now, then it's going to really, really help you understand like, hey, this is where he wants to go. Can my program help him with that? And you want to match their energy and talk with emotion as well, because at the end of the day, you want to get the prospect in an emotional state for them to buy. A few important tips that I want you to really understand. Listen to his answers thoroughly and ask him questions about his answers and always prioritize him as important, right? And then you want to repeat what he says every once in a while. And this is the most important thing. Add your own personal touch. Dude, I see so many closers, they hop on calls or any coaches or whatever. They hop on calls and they ask these amazing questions, but it's a fucking interview. And like, it's like a job interview. It's like, why are you asking so many questions? When you're closing and when you're on a sales call, you should ask questions, but you should also talk about yourself. You should include stories. You should include relatability. You should recap what he says. So make sure it's not an interview. Make it conversational and talk about yourself as well. And you must use storytelling. Storytelling is a cheat code. It is an absolute cheat code. After you uncover their current state, after you uncover their desired state, you want to implement urgency. And this is how you actually transition into the actual pitch itself. So implementing urgency, you want to ask them certain questions like this, all right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a priority is this for you? Do you consider this a now thing, or is it kind of an I'll do it later thing? And ask them questions like, well, why not just stay where you're at right now? Well, why do you want to change your current situation? And you make him subconsciously realize that he needs to take action now. If you make him subconsciously realize that he needs to take action now, then he's not going to think about it, right? He's not going to think that, hey, I need 3 to 5 days to really think about it. He's going to want to take action at the end of his call. If someone has the time to think about it, they're diving into their own thoughts. They're talking themselves out of it. You're not there to influence their decisions, and you're going to lose the sale. Yeah, that's that. Position yourself as a solution to their problems. Very, very simple. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the pitch. So we've talked about all the discovery part, understanding his situation, his current situation, his desired situation, and we've set up the tone and everything. So right now we're going to be going into the actual pitch. Now, a clear warning. Do not pitch to everyone. Don't pitch to everyone. If you find out at this point of the sales call, like, hey, it's not a good fit for this client, I don't think that the program that I'm selling can help him, then don't sell it to him. Like, so many closers, they sell to every single person that has a heartbeat. And that's the worst thing that you can do, because you're lowering the belief that you have in the product, and you're lowering your conviction in your sales calls. You only want to sell to the people that actually can benefit from the program. That is the main thing. If you find out it's not a good fit, just let them go. And okay, again, conviction over commission. If you want a really good closing rate, anywhere from 50% or 60%, you must have conviction. And that's why I say prioritize conviction over commission. And you must have a reason as to know. You must know why you're selling that product. You must know who you're trying to help. And you have to have conviction within yourself if you really want to sell a product very, very well. Okay? Now, to pitch your program, smoothly transition into your pitch by asking them if you can move on to showing him your product. So this is after the implementing urgency, right? So say something like, sounds good, John. From everything I've heard so far, I think you'd be a great fit. You're the perfect type of person that we help in our program. Is it cool if I share my screen and show you what our program helps with? And then he says, yeah, sure. And then what you want to do, you just want to go over the program's deliverables, coaching structure, etc., with a few deliverables, explaining how that would help him in his specific situation, and you want to provide detail. All right. Now, pitching should be the easiest part. Like, you've already done all the steps. You've already set up the foundation. You've already laid the bricks down, and all you got to do is just tell him the price and all that. Right. So that's that. It should be the easiest part of the program, easiest part of the call, and then right over here, you want to go ahead and state the price. So right over here, once you go over the program deliverables and everything, you want to go ahead and state the price, right? So at the end of a presentation, ask him these 3 questions. So what do you think about this program? Let him answer. And then he says, oh, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think it's going to be really, really helpful. And then you can ask him, so what's your favorite part about this program? And he says, oh, my favorite part is the one-on-ones, is accountability. So you're subconsciously helping him. You're subconsciously making him talk himself into it. And then you want to ask this, do you think that this is something that can help you? And then he says, yeah, I genuinely think there's something that can help me. And say, awesome. And then you can say, awesome. So the price of this whole program, the one-on-one coaching, the group coaching, and absolutely everything is $4,000. State the price and do not say a word. What you want to do is you actually just want to say the program is $4,000. Let him break the silence. Let him think about it. So say $4,000 and let him break the silence. So he says, okay. Yeah, and then he just says whatever objection he has, and you handle them accordingly. I'm confident in the product that I'm selling. I'm confident that, hey, this is worth the money. If you want it, then take it. If you don't, then don't. You have to have that mindset. You can't try to enroll everyone, because that's just not how sales works. You're always going to lose a few people. You're always going to not be able to close a few people. That's just how sales is. So if you're okay with the fact that you can let a few people go and that you don't have to close every single person that has a heartbeat and that house on the call with you, then it's going to be all good. All right. So that is all I have today. This is the exact framework that I used to generate over $300,000 in sales and helped over, 50 plus sales reps be a killer closer and all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as usual, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.